We're back. It is not Saturday. And this is definitely not the second take I'm doing for this intro because I forgot to hit record. It's actually Friday. I cheated on you guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Take me back, please. No, I had a busy weekend. I was out of town, and I had a busy week. So here I am on Friday evening. You know, I think I'm gonna do like the Bill Burr, Thursday afternoon just before Friday, Monday morning podcast. But I'll do the Friday evening just before Saturday morning Let's Play / podcast. It just really rolls off the tongue, It just really rolls off the tongue. We're back here in Jump King, and yeah, I'm gonna be tired as hell for tomorrow morning. I'm gonna be pissed off because I'm gonna have no time in between playing this, and I'll probably be at the bottom by the time I get back. So yeah, let's tab back in. Let's play. Oh, I can already tell I'm rusty. Holy. Oh no. Oh god. I'm gonna miss a lot of jumps. Oh yeah, I'm gonna miss a lot of jumps until I get back in the groove. Oh yeah. It's fine, I wanna miss them anyways. Can't you full jump here? Make it, yeah. Isn't this one... You go like here and then you just fall? Yeah. Oh, I was really scared I was gonna overjump that one. Okay, I'm fine overjumping that one. I'm fine overjumping that one because it's not a hard reset. I don't want to overjump that one. That's the thing. Is it just... Yeah, it's just a hop, skip, and a jump. I think I full this one. Yeah. Do I full this one? Oh yeah. And this one, I think is another full. Yeah. We're chilling. We're already back, baby. Can't you fold this one? Yeah, freaking crow. Well, that's a modern tragedy. Oh, I'm gonna miss this one. Oh, I did. Oh, I thought I missed that one too. I missed that one. Okay, I get a second chance to mess it up, don't worry. Oh, yep, there it is. Not all the way down. Oh, god damn it. Oh god. I thought there's a fucking simp down there. Oh, can I not use that word? Is that word against, like, Geneva Convention or something? Because it might be slightly offensive. Oh, we're killing it, dude. We're fucking killing it. I thought I would have hit my head there. Fuck. Can you fold this? Oh, you can. Okay. I don't need to worry about it. Oh, a little overshot. So you can fold that, and then fold that. Nice, okay. And then fuck that one up anyways. Go back down to the fucking drain. Oh man, that reset is rough. That reset is rough. into it, don't worry. What's even happening right now? I guess I can talk about Dead by Daylight right off the bat. They're having a... They keep doing, they're starting to do teasers for a new chapter. Everyone thinks it's licensed, and people are trying to figure out whether it's Hellraiser or Springtrap, which, please, for the fucking love of God, be Hellraiser. I don't want FNAF in the game. It's such a cringe fucking game, honestly. I find the game like super duper cringe, you know? I don't know. Maybe it's just all the fucking weirdos that played it in my elementary school. I just find like the concept of the game cringe and the characters fucking weird. I don't think it's actually true horror. I don't think it belongs in the DVD smash. And ideally it never will. Although I definitely will take Pinhead over Springtrap for sure. I'm surprised there's not more people that don't wanna. Am I the only one that finds it cringe? Just me? Like, okay. Maybe I'm just weird. Maybe I'm just weird. Maybe I'm just weird. Maybe I'm just one of the fucking best at Jump King. Holy shit. I also have no idea how far I am in terms of like percentage. I've never actually watched a playthrough. There it is. I overshot it again. That's so tragic. Oh. I might be in the drain for a bit today. I might be down in the gutter. Down in the bog. Just don't send me back to the forest, that's all I beg of you. That's all I beg of you, Michael. Not the forest, anything but. At least have some fucking level of progress to the left. Okay, well we're kinda crushing this. I'm getting right back into the muscle memory. I remember all the jumps. Yeah, so... Yeah, I hope it's Hellraiser. I mean, most of it definitely seems like it's Hellraiser. Just based on the teasers alone. Like the VHS TV sort of thing is definitely more like a Hellraiser thing than a Springtrap. It was like a phone call and maybe Springtrap. In the end, I really don't care. I just make the power interactive and fun, and then maybe I'll be happy. Like, give me a blight. Oh, and McLean's gone. McLean, for anyone who's watching that doesn't play Dead by Daylight or know anything about it, was one of the lead developers of the game, and he just announced he was leaving the company on good terms. He wasn't fucking kicked out for partying with Blizzard executives. Oh god. It's just a horrible situation overall. But yeah. I'm excited to see where he goes. What other influences he has. What other games he may work on. I overshot that one. Just the fucking Blizzard executive situation is a fucking mess, man. It's fucking gross, dude. Fucking. Fucking poor woman getting fucking basically sexually harassed and paid less while working fucking hard, and their male counterparts are just fucking around, you know, drinking beer and playing video games. Fucking. I mean, what a surprise! I'm surprised Riot's not run like that. I overshot it. I knew I overshot it by the time I let go. Come on. There it is. But, yeah, that entire fucking situation is just a complete mess. It's... ugh. Hey, we're back down in the forest. Let's see if I remember the pattern. Nope. We're really down in the forest. Let's go, dude. Oh, yeah. Dude, if I missed that one, I would have been sad. Of course I missed that one. Why wasn't I? Oh, I guess I beat getting over with Bennett Foddy 50 times. You check my Steam profile, or I guess I can hold up. Oh, Bagghoul just sent me the next the next thumbnail, which will be for this episode that I'll upload tonight after I'm done. And it's, I guess you've already seen it. It's Yorick, and it's got it's Wendy's, but it's 7-Eleven, and it's it's great, yeah. It's a fucking mess. I can't tell if that's default art on the fucking thing, but here, let me pull up my Steam profile here. Oh fuck, did I switch? There we go. There you go. Don't worry about those YouTube links. Those are, of course, nothing. But, why did I just suck at that one? Yeah, I got the 50 wins, so I got the Golden Cauldron and the Chimney as well. It's really, after you do it like 3 or 4 times, just repetitive, it just takes time. I think that one took, I only put 30 hours into the game, surprisingly. Although it felt honestly longer. But you end up getting like, I think my fastest run was 9 minutes. I can maybe upload it, but I might include it at the end of this episode, I don't know. Or I'll include it at the start, or I'll just put it right here while I'm trying to climb up the rest of the way. It's overall pretty simple. I end up getting just used to a pattern, and I know the route perfectly. Although there's still some, there are still some jumps that were horrible, like the granite rocks right after the orange just sucks. It sucks a lot, man. They're so slippery, and then the bucket is just tedious. It's just annoying trying to get the angle on it, as well as actually be able to grab onto it, because 90% of the time when you're using the bucket, it'll just, you just won't get a good hold on it, or your camera will just bounce right off, you know? But you eventually get over it. You see that pun? Did you see that pun? That was a good one, wasn't it? You get it because the game. Yeah, you get it. You get it. But yeah, that and the jump right before the purple hat from those set of rocks there, it fucking sucks. Oh my god, dude. It's just a mess of of just going over and over and over again and never hitting the jump. You just swing and it'll just slide right off. It'll just slide right off over and over again. Like I slid down the drain. Ugh. But yeah, I'm probably not going to be overly excited tomorrow morning at 9 AM because I'll be playing Jump King and I'll probably be pissed off because I won't make any progress compared to what I did on the first episode because I'm just stuck in the drain at this point. Holy. Come on, Michael. Come on, you know what to do. You know what to do. Just boop it. No, there's a little bit too much boop. Then bop it. No, more bop, more bop. And then a boop. And then a boom. And then a boop. And then a boom. A boom is a big one. A boop is a little tiny one. A bop is a medium one. A bop boom. A bop. A boom. I didn't mean to hit spacebar there. Why'd I hit spacebar? You literally just threw away all your progress, Michael. But yeah, it is nice to have that golden cauldron as well as the flex on the profile. Even though it doesn't really, it's not very much of a time requirement once you know what you're doing and you understand the physics engine, which is very picky. It's a very picky way to play. Although it's probably, a lot of people hate the physics engine in it, but I think it actually might be one of my favorite in any game. It's just like, it's, you know, it's one button. Well, it's not one button. It's one movement. It's your mouse. You know, you don't have WASD. You're not shooting or anything. You're just moving your mouse, and it's very simple. But it's also a pain in the butt. I thought I would get stuck on the Devil's Chimney, which is what Bennett called it. I watched a playthrough of him playing. Which is the two lamps. The two lamps before you get to the construction site. But I actually didn't really get stuck. It wasn't that bad once you learn what you had to do, you know. It's just put yourself on the rock, push yourself straight up, and then wrap your hammer onto the right, get onto the lamp, swing yourself up, and swing yourself up to the other one, and then just don't swing yourself over the edge, and then you chill, and then you're out. After that, everything else is pretty simple, honestly. The slippery slope can look daunting at first, but it's not that bad. It's just, you gotta know where those 90-degree angles are, and get your hammer in them, as well as how to slide up the slope. Like, you don't want to completely swing your hammer around in a full, like, rotation. You almost want to, like, pull yourself, like you're pulling yourself up a rope, you know, and then you'll figure it out again. Yeah, the wrapping around, you'll just use all your momentum and slide like crazy. And what else has happened recently? The Olympics is over. Canada not too bad. Let me take a peek. I guess I'll do some research mid-podcast. Canada Olympic Games Tokyo 2020. We got 11th. 7 golds, 6 silvers, 1 bronze. That's not bad. And then the first 4 were US, China, Japan, Great Britain. And then ROC, Australia, Netherlands, France, Germany, Italy, Canada, Brazil, New Zealand, Cuba, Hungary are the top 15. And then with Hungary at 15th place, getting 20 medals, not bad. Yeah, I mean, Canada's a Arctic country, so I'm surprised we didn't do amazing at the Olympic Games, but I'll take 11th for the country. That's not bad. I mean, I don't get a choice; I have to take it. But yeah, that's not bad. I'm not gonna complain. Oh, she didn't get first. What the fuck? You know? I don't know if Canada ever got first in Olympic Games. I should just keep my Google tab open. Has Canada ever won the Olympics? It boycotted the 1980 Olympic Games. Oh, it was against the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan. That's why. Huh. 2010 Winter Olympics, I think they won. Show me the medals. 26. Oh, we got 26, but Germany and the US got 37, but we got more golds. I believe the gold is definitely more valuable than those. Huh. There's also a doping scandal. Huh? There's a Polish cross-country skier. Huh. Those Jump Kings just gonna be angry at me at that point. And I just fucking throw myself back into the fucking game. Oh, never mind. Save. Let's go, Pog. Don't worry, here's the money. Alright, maybe I should just not open my fucking mouth. Oh, just barely. Like, you just suck, Michael. You just fucking suck. So much. That must just be what everyone's saying is watching me just suck. Just be horrible, you know? When did, like, the word sucking become losing? When did that, like, colloquially become a thing? You know? Like, you don't actually, like, you're not sucking in air. You're sucking in losses, maybe? Maybe it's, an innuendo of some sort. Who knows? Probably an English prof, that's it. I might be stuck here for a while. I might not get more progress than what I did last time. That's 100% possible. That's 100% possible. Hell, at this rate, it might even be probable. Just kidding, I'm gonna crush it. I'm gonna crush it. I'm gonna land this jump. See, I'm gonna land that one. I lied. I lied just like I lie about recording these on Saturday. Oh, never mind, no more lying. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh. This one's a full, right? Yeah, and then this one's a full from here. Yeah, and then that one's sort of like a mini. I believe this one's like from here? Yeah. I'm gonna pull from this one here. I'm gonna pull from here. And where is it? Here? Yeah. Oh my god, what do I do for this one? Do I go all the way to the right and then full jump, knock off? I'm gonna try. Oh yeah, that's the money. Now is that... Can you see my mouse? I don't think you can see my mouse. But that little... You see, above me there's 3 windows. On the left window above that, are those shields real? I don't think they're real because they would have an outline. I'm gonna do a full jump. Okay, that's a block. I'm gonna give her, yeah. Can I get on top of that one from here? Oh, I can, that's the money. Oh god. Okay, I know a little bit of a path though. That's in that. Oh god. Can I just walk off? And no, I cannot. I gotta jump that one. Alright, good to know. Boop. And boop. Oh god, I thought that one was too much. Just a tap, and then like a medium. Oh. Where the fuck do I go from here? Oh, I wanted to go back. No. Oh god. God damn it. I don't want to. I'm gonna miss the fucking thing. Go back down to the fucking drain, aren't I? Nope, I'm gonna overshoot that one. Alright. When I told you we might be for I wasn't lying. Oh, yeah. I'm thinking when Trick2G played this fucking game and just destroyed 9 keyboards. Now, it might even be more than 9. I was using 9 like a filler term, but it might be more than 9. Well, I don't know how much farther it is to get to the smoking hot bay. As I believe that is the goal, is to reach the smoking hot bay with the... Come on. I keep full jumping when I should. Should be letting go a little bit early. Anything crazy at the Olympics? No, other than that one chick who was given a horse and the horse was just like, ain't happening. You know? Horse was like, no, we're not riding. She was like, what the fuck? And got fucking disqualified because the horse just was being a fucking C word to her. Maybe I'll make the podcast a little bit more PG. Oh fuck! Never mind. The horse was a cunt. Oh, you dumb motherfucker! Like, oh god damn it! That didn't take long. Oh, if I would have fallen off there, I would have thrown the whole kitchen sink out. That's like the inner Bill Burr in me just coming out. Don't worry, I'll mess up this one. Or this one. Yeah, never mind, I'm a fucking beast. I'll mess up that one. Oh, there it is. I will eventually mess up that one. There's something peacefully painful about this game. Something peacefully painful. Should be my motto. Peacefully painful. A little bit of oxymoron, but well, I guess not really. Peaceful pain would be like I don't know what peaceful. It would be like a emotional pain. It would be like a no anger involved, right? Be like sadness or sorrow. Maybe that's what I was looking for. Sorrowful game. Alright, 1 and a boop and a boop, and you didn't give it enough of a bop. Let's be a bop, not a boop. See, this is a bop. Nope, that was a boop. This is a bop, and a bop boop, and then a boom, and then a hop, and You know, I'm gonna be honest. The Incredibles is probably the best Pixar movie, and if you think differently, you're just a horrible human being. It's I don't know what I love about it. Maybe it's the old like 60s or like old like Bond style visuals and tropes and everything attached to it while still having superheroes, and the lighting, I don't know, looks the color of the lighting, especially in the prologue, like the warmth it has to it, I just love. Oh, I love it so much. It's just great. That and the scene where fucking Mr. Incredible and Frozone are putting out a fire. They're not putting out a fire, they're rescuing people from a fire. And they get caught thinking bank robbers, But, or jewelry robbers, yeah. But, the music alone, oh my god, dude. That was great. I believe his name is Michael Giacchino? Giacchino? I think that's him? I think he's the dude who did it? I guess I can Google it. I still Google it. No longer count at the Olympics. Michael Giacchino. Yeah, he did music for Ratatouille, Up, The Incredibles, Incredibles 2, Inside Out, Cars. I really liked his Incredibles though. The like jazz was just magnifique, and I just fucking threw away all the progress. But it was just really well done. I liked it, and the story's great. It's got great tropes, a pretty fun supervillain, a great like supervillain, like it's like a classic James Bond. Like the supervillain creates a machine that the hero has to get rid of, or defeat. Or it's like, I guess it's not like James Bond, it's more of like a superhero thing. But of course it has like a major flaw that you can, take advantage of. But I don't know, Incredibles is not only my favorite Pixar movie, it's probably one of my most enjoyed movies that I've watched. Like it's, like if anybody were to ask me what's a movie, like they've never watched a movie before, I'd tell them The Incredibles. It's kind of great story, great music, great morals to it and everything. And there's almost a character that everyone can relate with. Like the ADHD Jack, or sorry, not Jack, Dash, or shy Violet, or there's always somebody that you either relate very closely to, or someone who's very similar to that. Like I'm basically Dash. I'm like a little fucking shit, dude, honestly, most of the time. And super speed's a pretty fucking cool power, not gonna lie. I'd probably go super speed if I had a choice of power. Well, super speed, why don't you just teleport? Like, super speed is fucking cool, dude. It's fucking silly, dude. Like, look at the scene where Dash runs on water. It's such a fun scene. Oh my god. Dude, and then he's being chased by those like cool flying saucers that are like totally 60s style. And they're great. And I don't know, I love it. I love so many scenes from that. There's even like a fear that Helen has that Bob's cheating on her and shit, and then it's got like he follows great. Brad Bird follows great rules of three. Oh my god, it's amazing. I think he even used Edna 3 times. I'm not gonna lie. Like I think originally she was in the phone call with Helen. It might have been with Helen. She might have also had one with Bob. But then she meets with Bob and makes him a suit and everything. And she also meets with Helen later on to show him the suits as well as where Bob is. And I don't know. There's good cutting to it too, and there's good lighting and set design and shit. Or I guess it's not set design, but like, you know what I mean? Like everything like looks right. You know, like of course the main villain lives on some tropical island in the middle of the Pacific, you know, and he has a connection to, you know, the main character that was set up early. Like I feel like that's something they like if Buddy only had like a single scene, you know, it would not have been good, you know, like before he became Syndrome. But Buddy, spoilers for The Incredibles, by the way. I mean, if you haven't seen The Incredibles by now, well, like, what the fuck are you doing with your life? First off, it's a fucking Pixar classic. It's amazing. And, but that he shows up in the prologue for the car scene, and he also shows up for the suicide bomber, not the suicide jumper, sorry, not bomber. I was mixing them up with Bomb Voyage. The suicide jumper and Bomb Voyage. He shows up with that scene too, and it's great. And then he gives him a solid backstory in the beginning, you know. And it's just, I don't know, I love it. And oh my god, the scene where Bob has to save the cat out of the tree while also stopping the robber is just great, because it has suspense where Bob has to stop the robber, but the cat can get out of the tree, and it's just it's amazing writing from Brad Bird, or whoever wrote it. Brad Bird directed it very well too. I believe he also wrote it. I mean, he did Edna's voice, so it makes sense if he wrote it, but I don't know, it's just overall a great movie. Definitely a must-watch if you've never seen it. What else did I say was a must-watch? I guess I can just go down these movies here. I have a movie list, don't worry. Where is it? Which one was it that I was fucking going over the fucking moon for? Oh, Whiplash. I watched that again. Oh, Damien Chazelle. I also watched La La Land again. I should watch First Man again too. Damien Chazelle does a great job with movies. He takes his time and perfectly crafts movies and does an amazing job at it. Like, holy, like the quality that he creates, especially with like, he has a pretty substantial budget for sure, but he definitely, you know, isn't you know, putting $400 million into it. He's putting like, you know, $50 million into these movies, but they're fucking great. They're great. Whiplash too. How much was the budget in Whiplash? Whiplash. It tells me the box office on Google. I have to go to the Wikipedia. It doesn't actually tell me the budget. Budget $3.3 million, and he gets big names too. That's the crazy part. He gets Miles Teller and J.K. Simmons in that, and Paul Reiser too. Paul Reiser being the dad, if you don't remember. But oh my god, and the setup with another rule of three, where he sets up the Charlie Parker backstory. He originally sets it up on like the first day of playing that Andrew has in I'm blanking on the character's name. What is J.K. Simmons' name in that movie? Fletcher, yeah. The first day he's in Fletcher's band, Fletcher tells I'm Miles Teller. I'm fucking horrible. Andrew Neiman. He tells spoiler, by the way. Spoiler. Um, he tells him about Charlie Parker's backstory. Joe Jones threw a symbol at his head and nearly decapitated the kid. He was laughed off stage and made a shame of himself. And then he came back and did great. And then they bring it up again at the jazz bar, not very far from when Andrew plays for him at the festival, and then they have that upswinging song, and he just fucks it up, and then he has his Charlie Parker moment, where he refuses to be embarrassed anymore. He has the will, he has the skill, the intent, and the motivation to be one of the greats, And at that point, he has basically nothing in his life. His father still supports him, but he's basically given up on everything. He has no other passion. He's working as a barista. Is it barista if it's a man? Barista? Bariste for masculine, and bariste for feminine. Men normally being barmen or bartenders, and then barista feminine literally meaning barmaids. Huh. But it's yeah, he's basically working. He's working at a coffee shop, and he's not satisfied with it. He still thinks about the music, and then he tries to, since he's done playing music, he tries to get back with his girlfriend, and then that doesn't happen because she already has a boyfriend. So he has no motivation to look for love with her. He's fully into becoming one of the greats, and it's great. His fucking solo, especially with the trumpet on top of that, or no, the trombone. It was a trombone solo, which you don't see overly often, but very well done. Whoever the guy was who did it. I don't know the actor, or not the actor. I guess he was an actor as well as a musician who did the trombone solo, but he did a great job. Yeah, Whiplash is another one I was gawking over. Oh, well, there we go. Do I have to make it into that little hole in the peak? I think I do. That's annoying. I'm gonna fuck that up. Told you. But, yeah, no, if you haven't watched any Damien Chazelle movies, you should. They're great. First Man and La La Land are currently on Netflix on the date of recording, August 13th, 2021. I mean, I'm definitely recording this on the 8th, but August 13th, 2021. First Man and La La Land are both on Netflix. Has Ryan Gosling. If you like Ryan Gosling, great. If you don't, I think you might like the movie. You probably like the movie. It depends on your movie taste, but I enjoyed it. And then Whiplash is on Prime. It was on Netflix forever ago, and then it was taken off because I'm pretty sure Prime got the rights, or Netflix just ran out of the rights, and then Damien Chazelle eventually put them on Prime there. Um, but all three of them are very good movies, and he's supposed to come out with another one in 2022, so I'm excited. I'm excited. I haven't been let down by a David Chazelle movie before, so... Ooh, that one's rough. It's okay, I'm at least here. I don't have to make the fucking annoying jump. I know these ones. These ones are easy. I say that as I fucking miss it. But, yeah, all of them very good. I guess I can keep going down Pixar movies. Ratatouille's pretty cool. Pretty good, it's pretty good. It's not... I think it... if I'm rating Incredibles at a 10 out of 10, like, perfect, which I don't... I think there are still a couple flaws in it, but it's very close to perfect. This with the music, the animation style, everything, it's pretty good. But if I'm rating Incredibles at basically a 10 out of 10, I think Ratatouille is somewhere between a 7 and an 8. It's a feel good story, that's for sure. It's a classic Pixar feel good story, for sure. Ratatouille. But I fucking bounced off again. Holy shit. I don't know if that jump is actually possible or if you're just fucked. But what am I even saying? Yeah, Ratatouille. I don't know what it is about it. I don't. Maybe it just has something missing. Definitely a good feel. It's a good feel-good story. But other than that, it doesn't have much. You know. I'm so glad though they didn't do some stupid love interest for Remy though. Oh, it would have been such a bad story if they did. Just do it for Linguini and that's it. Which also, is it Linguini is his name? I should just have a guy that just fucking reminds me of things, you know. Ratatouille. My Google isn't fucking searching. Movie. Alfredo Linguini. What a great name choice. That's that's so great. You give him food names and he's a chef. That's just great. I went over the edge again. I think this one's a reset for that, or maybe that. I don't know. I don't know any position where it's actually good to land there. I don't know. And then where to go from there, where you can actually, make it back without having a long reset. Although I'm kind of killing this one here. Oh, okay. Don't open your mouth, Michael. Don't open your fat fucking mouth. Never mind, I'm the best. Oh, I undershot it that time. I knew I did. Oh. I don't think there's any full send ones. You kind of just have to. Yeah, you can't really make it back to the that one. You're basically forced to go back to the end of this castle and work your way back up. Thankfully, there's a lot of safe jumps and full jumps here that you can just crush, and then fuck that one up. Perfect. Yep, fucking idiot. I need to give that one a little bit more oomph, Michael. Not that much oomph. Somewhere in between. Don't worry, you'll fuck up that one too. I wonder if I can actually count, maybe. That'll help me. 1 Mississippi. Nope, too much. 1 misses. 1 misses. 1 1 fuck, too much. Is that good if I count? I should just do it off a muscle memory. You just suck, Michael. You really had to fuck up that jump, huh? You really had to fuck up that jump. Don't worry, I'll kill all of these ones. Oh, so close. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, what else is in Pixar? Up? Up is a pretty good feel-good story. Except for the beginning, holy shit. Dude, fucking old school Pixar didn't give a fuck. They didn't give a fuck. They're like, here's a sob story. 4 minutes in, you're like, oh god. You know? And here you go, here's an old cranky man because his fucking wife is dead. Like, holy crap. And then the kids, you know, good. Can I? Thank you. But yeah, Up is not bad. I don't remember most of the Pixar movies, not gonna lie. Cars is Cars is a great kids movie. It wears off in terms of quality after. But after a certain age, but I feel like Incredibles is a good all around movie for people. Like, I don't know anyone who doesn't like The Incredibles. Or at least thinks it's a bad movie. Especially like so many great scenes where there's just like there's things happening in the background, great shots. Like the where's my super suit scene? The classic one. There's just a robot fucking destroying a city in the background. It was just really shot very fun. And keeping never showing Frozone's wife was a great idea. Oh my god. You give this personality and you leave the creation of the character open to the watcher. But you can you can guarantee that that basically based on personalities that exist commonly within this group, you can basically assume that she's a black woman, and it's a normal thing for Pixar to place what's it called when is it monoracial couples? I guess at that point, couples where both sides is of the same race. You know, that's like a normal thing. You know, Helen and Bob are white. You know, it's assumed that Honey is black like Frozone. And oh, there's a note there. I can't read that, but it's a pretty normal thing for Pixar. I think it's easier for kids to be like, yeah, that's was your, a white kid in that belongs to two white parents. That the math works out, but it's also like an early 2000s thing. Maybe Brad Bird is racist. I don't think he is, but it'd be hilarious, honestly. Not the fact that he's racist, but just the irony behind it. But I think that's like a writer's room thing too, where they're just like try and keep it, monoracial relationship. I have no idea if that's the correct way to say it, but keep them monoracial so that kids have an easier way to understand it. Although I don't know how I feel. I kind of like it, but I kind of don't. In the second movie is a fucking can of worms. There's so much like it's okay. I feel like Brad Bird lost a creative touch after maybe he wasn't allowed to have as much say over it. But I feel like he lost a bit of creative touch when it came down to making it. I don't know, like maybe it's because it was like everything seemed almost more modern, even though it's set the exact way where the other one ends. It almost seems like there's more more technology, because there were TVs and everything, but the Pars were not they weren't rich. Like they lived in a middle class home. They had a TV. They had a nice place to eat and nice everything. But they weren't living big. But I feel like when they put them into that new house, it was like a smart house. It's got a nice big TV. It was set still in an okay time, but it was just like, I don't know, them living in a new place felt almost off. But then again, their house was blown up. So, do I think it could ever? The second one could ever be better than the first one? No. The first one's a fucking masterpiece, and he had full creativity, and he could do whatever he wanted with the story, and find a way for it to make sense. Whereas with the second story, you're sort of tunneled into you have to start here. Like the way that he worked with the Incredibles is he had that opening, prologue of the superheroes speaking to the camera, and during an interview, and you had Mr. Incredible for a lot. You had I think one scene with Frozone and two or three with Elastigirl or Helen, and it had so much room. You could make any scene out of that. You could then go to a bank robbery. You could go to anything, but the scene that they cut to is Mr. Incredible going to his wedding, and you don't know who he's marrying, but you see him wearing a tux, you see him looking nice, and everything. But then when you get to it, it's like, when you get to that scene, you're like, okay, he's looking spiffy and he's on his way to a destination, yeah. But I had to get a sip of water, just to fail that. And then, but then he's got to take care of a crime. There's a bank robbery, an armed robbery that he has to stop, and he intercepts it in traffic, and he's got there's great music, there's great lighting. He has this supercar that is like such James Bond style, like classic stereotype of like, he then lays back the car, and the suit gets put on for himself. He blasts the jet. flies off, and but and then he makes those nice turns, and the camera work is amazing. He knows exactly where to place it, and he's about to intercept these robbers and sit in a great position, and he has to help this old lady get a cat out of the tree, and he's like, come on, get on there, get on there, get on there. The cat's hanging on, and well, here comes the robbers, and it's like, come on, come on, come on. It's such a good scene. And after that, you can go anywhere with it. You could then go back to Mr. Incredible, have another scene with him. You can then go back to Helen Parr and have another great scene with her. You know, and then they have that nice, you know, that nice scene on the roof where they're catching the other robber, and then Elastigirl, you know, you see the full use of her power there. You understand, like, oh, she's elastic. She knew whatever she wanted with her body, and then she uses that as her exit from the scene, leaving Mr. Incredible just sitting there like, wow, what a hot lady, you know, what a hot chick. But and then it's got a suicide jumper too at a certain point, and that, which as a kid you never expect. You're like, what's happening? What's happening here? Like, whatever, you're too naive. But as an adult, you're like, holy shit, they put a fucking suicide jumper in a movie. You could never put that in 2021. That would be all over the fucking news. But it makes sense. During that time, it was released at a great time. That movie was, what was it? Was it 2001? When was The Incredibles released? Now I'm just going down fucking Pixar movie fucking rabbit holes, you know? The Incredibles. First one was released in 2004. It was such like a great time where you could do that, and you wouldn't. It wasn't like over the news like suicide jumper in a kids movie, you know. It wasn't that, because he's saved. If you saw him splat all over the freaking ground, you'd be like, holy crap! You can't put that in a kids movie. He gets saved, and then a great scene with Bon Voyage, and then Incrediboy or Buddy, as Bob comes along, and he has a great scene with him, and then of course he gets the bomb out of there, and then Bon Voyage gets away. I would have loved. Actually, no, Bon Voyage was very well written. He should not have reappeared. He never should have reappeared, because it was all about Syndrome at that point. But at that point, the great thing is, you know, he hears the bomb in the building, and he puts his ear up to the wall, and he hears, oh shit, beep, 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 and gets away. Bon Voyage comes walking out, and this you know, the stereotype French song, and you know, the accordions and whatever, and then oh, not all the way back down to the drain. And then there's a great scene where Bon Voyage gets away, but before all that, he throws away the safe door. He looks, he's like, Bon Voyage, he knows who he is. And then Bon Voyage knows he's Mr. Incredible. They're both big names, and it's not like you don't have this weird interactions like that you could sometimes see in that style of movies. Just, who are you? You know, like these characters already have, you know, what's it called? They already have stories that introduce them, and like you don't have a background story with them. They already exist, because what you're worrying about is the background story for Incredible, for Buddy, to create Syndrome, and it's great. And then the palm going into that, and the train, and them getting married and everything, and then you know, the um the then descent into not wanting superheroes and everything. Oh, it's well written, and of course Bob then has to get, you know, has to get a job at like an insurance company, which is the exact. The irony is so great that it's the place that he doesn't want to be. He wants to go be out fighting crime, but he's worried about people getting their money after they've had a bad time that he could have helped them at. That he could have, you know, he could have saved that old lady's house from burning down or whatever it was. And he still wants to help people, not make his money, make his company a ton of people. Like his boss gets angry at him because he's doing his job, not being a slimy businessman at this sleazy insurance company. And I was supposed to full jump there and I didn't. But it's and of course he's next to a high voltage power pole that takes up like his entire desk, and he's a huge dude, so you can barely fit him in. And he wants to stop crime. You see him in the office wanting to stop crime, but he can't get the opportunity to because of his boss. And you see what he's going through in an attempt to do it. But you know, it's just and I don't know what the character's name is, but oh, what is her name? Um, is it Mirage? Yeah, the lady who's built like a fucking toothpick. God, her character is written amazingly too. You see her at the fire with him and Mr. Frozen. You see her at the work, and then that's all you see of her. He does a perfect like rule of threes, where then he meets up with her at the island. She's, you know, she plays this, I'm coming to help you and everything. You know, I'm giving you an opportunity, but it's really just all bait for him to have to fight the machine. And her character's written very well too. The entire movie I love. It's got constant action. It's got a flashbacks where Mr. Incredible, they're fighting the machine in downtown New York or whatever city it was based in. I don't know if they ever see what city they're actually based in. Metroville. Yeah, Metroville. Which is essentially just a filler name, so or why should take place in my city. But it's when they're fighting the I don't know what they would call it. The Omni Droid is what they call it here. They see those Omni Droids are, it would require, basically the only way you can kill it is by making it kill itself. He makes it stab its own heart out in the volcano, and he gets a great flashback. He's like, oh, the only way to kill it is by making it kill itself from the inside. So, and then it's kind of nice callback to a scene where when life's getting better, where Bob is now working for Mirage, I guess, instead of working at the insurance company. He ends up they go through that whole montage scene where he's getting buff, he's getting happy, he's spending more time with his wife. He's playing catch with his kid, and that scene is then used later on in the movie, where he has to throw the control to the machine to his son, like he's throwing a football. And of course, Dash will catch it because he's the fastest kid in the fucking planet. And but not only that, Dash has an amazing scene at the end where they're trying to make sure he doesn't just smoke them in a race. And they're training him on to go fast, but not smoke him and get like second, you know. But they're all like shouting at him, and the guy next to him has such a great face. He sort of just looks at their family like, what the fuck are these dudes talking about? Get second, make it close, just win, you know? It's like a 2-second scene, but the attention to detail is perfect. It's perfect. That and the kid at the end gets an amazing scene. The kid on the tricycle that you saw earlier in the movie is looking for something totally awesome to happen. He finally does at the very end of the movie. It's a great payoff. I don't know. I love that movie. There's almost no part of that movie where I'm like, Brad Bird shouldn't have done this, you know. But that's just, I love the writing. I love the setting, the lighting, the music. Michael Giacchino did such a good job doing the music for that. And I feel like it's a tragedy that Brad Bird never got as good of a movie for the second one, because he definitely should have, but it was definitely not as good, which was the sad part. But again, they're left after the what they're left with at the end is this forced plot that they basically have to follow, because the ending one was left on a cliffhanger, of course. And the ending was left on a cliffhanger of the Underminer after they were just at the track meet. So of course they have to deal with the Underminer. That's the number one thing you have to do at the start of that movie. Or at the start of the first movie, you could do whatever you want. But there were still some great scenes in the second movie. Frozen basically 1v9. In that movie, he basically, like, especially in the end fight, he just comes out of nowhere and just hard carries the entire thing. Just like, no, I guess you fucking idiots can't save the day. I will, you know. And it also felt sort of off being in high quality. I know they want to do it in high quality, but they should. They definitely should. You know, have made the movie in HD, but it doesn't have that nostalgic factor or that warmth that the first movie did. You know, it's just weird. I don't know. I keep trying to hit that note to see if I can hit it. I can't. And you kind of get like Deus Ex Machina by the villain, Evil Endure or Evelyn, whatever. I don't know why I also went that way. But you kind of get Deus Ex Machina where you're like, no foreshadowing, she's the bad character. You're like, oh yeah, cool, right. And they do this sort of, you know, everyone's looking at the screens, sort of fake, you know, how the person who's doing the bad things was actually hypnotized. You didn't find the bad guy yet. It seemed weird, especially because I liked the first movie because it was Mr. Incredible's movie, and of course it's easier to relate to as a dude, a big buff dude, trying to deal with crime and everything. But the mother also she had great scenes where she has to protect the children while also flying the husband, and then they sneak onto the plane, and then she goes instantly from trying to take care of her kids and be nice to like, oh fuck, we're gonna die because there's missiles coming at us, and there's a ton of lingo in that scene that you're like, I don't really understand plane talk, but I get what she's saying here. There's missiles and everything, and she's shouting disengage, and it's like, hey, I have kids, stop it. And Syndrome has great writing in there too. Also the scene, oh my god, I'm gonna talk about every fucking scene in this movie. I could tell you the scene, the entire movie front to back. I've watched it like 9 times. It's my favorite fucking movie, dude. If not one of my favorites. But the one where they get caught, like the entire super family, gets caught by Syndrome, who has that like freeze rate, which by the way, that's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Like, I wish that was used more often. Like, that stop rate was crazy. And you understand what it does, but it's like almost never explained, which I think is a great idea. Just have something work. Don't work out the fucking mechanics for it. Just say this works because it does. But he basically stops them, and he's like, whoa, what's happening here? And he sees it's Mr. Incredible, and he married Elastigirl. And he's like, you married Elastigirl? And then he has a great line where it flew over my head the first time I watched it as a kid. It's one of my favorite lines now, where he's looking at Bob and Helen, Mr. Incredible and Elastigirl, and he's looking at them, and he's like, and what do we have here? And then, but he doesn't say, oh, what do we have here? You married Elastigirl? And then the camera pans over, and he's like, and got busy. It's just the way he says it. I love it. I love the lines so much. I think he almost like leans back like he's meaning to. It's very well done. Brad Bird is a fucking genius when it comes to fucking movies, dude. And don't do that freaking Louis C.K. bit or on me. It's like, you can't use the word genius. He's not actually genius. No, he's a movie genius. It's amazing writing. He has good foreshadowing in the prologue. The prologue gives so much information and background, and it's like all the powers are very simple and they make sense just based on the character design. You look at Mr. Incredible. He's this big beefy dude. You're like, he's gonna be strong. And you look at this Elastigirl, and you're like, she's kind of lanky. And then you see her use her power, and you're like, that makes sense based on how she looks. And you see Dash, he's this little kid with slick back blonde hair, and you're like, oh, he's gonna run fast. And then he runs fast. And then I was supposed to full jump there, and I didn't because I'm busy, fucking going crazy with the Incredibles. And Violet she has this jet black hair, and at the start of the movie, she's very shy, and she's interested in a boy at school, but she doesn't want to talk to him, and she uses her power to basically stalk him. But it's because she doesn't want. She's too shy to talk to him, and she uses her power to her advantage. And you know, they have a great scene with him at the end of the movie, and a couple of great scenes with him in the second movie that were quite well done. But I overshot and undershot. But her character design, she wears like, you know, dark, almost slightly baggy clothing. Not like baggy, but like it's not tight. You know, it's a little loose. And then she has, you know, jet black hair, and she hides her face, so she's shy, and she'll use her powers to her advantage. And both kids use their powers to their advantage. You know, Violet, whenever she doesn't want to be seen, she makes herself invisible. And then Dash, whenever he wants to, you know, get into trouble like a little, like a school kid boy would want to, you know, getting into trouble is fun. He abuses his power by placing, you know, thumbtacks on the teacher's chair when he's not looking. And that scene where they're in the principal's office, and Dash is accused for, you know, placing a thumbtack on the teacher's chair in what is a quarter of a frame on an old VHS tape is so well done. It's so well done. And I absolutely love it. Like the coincidence, I think not. And he's like, this little rat is guilty. And he says, oh no, this time I finally caught him. And just that line alone, you know that Dash has done it before. You know he's been a little shit before. Is the greatest part. And it's so, almost every scene in that movie, I'm like, wow, this was written like shit. It's like, this is written very well. I very much enjoyed this. I was supposed to full jump there, and I didn't. I'm still talking about The Incredibles. Whereas the second movie was like, I don't like the main antagonist. You know, I'm fine with Elastigirl having her movie because Mr. Incredible already had his movie in the first one, and it's just, but you just get kind of just Deus Ex Machina after getting red herring as to who the, you know, who the actual antagonist, who the screenslaver is. Which, by the way, if you have, if you have epilepsy, you cannot watch that movie. Holy crap! The main characters, the main antagonist, like, form of power is like this flashing screen, and it's like, holy crap! I was literally watching it. I'm like, this. I would have a seizure if I was epileptic watching this movie. I'm surprised it actually went through. With what it was. Especially with it being a kids movie, and you know, it's a probably a higher chance of, you know, people being like, it's a kids movie. What are the odds it's gonna have crazy flashing, you know, blinding lights that will give me a seizure? This one's high. This one's a high chance. Yeah, and the hypnotism thing was, it didn't feel original, you know. Whereas the first movie, it was almost like tropes, you know, almost making fun of those, you know, old Bond and superhero tropes and everything. Whereas the second movie, it felt well written, but it felt like you very much restricted yourself down a path that you had really no other option in writing it. And that's the issue with sequels especially, that where the first one does not follow, you know, I'm gonna use Dan Harmon's A Hero's Journey style of storytelling here, where the hero does not return to the original position, having learned something, but is still in like basically the same sort of position in terms of the not plot, but like where they're located. Like basically, that their house is gone. You have to give them a new house, or you have to make them stay in a motel. You know, you can't make the Pars go back to their old house. It got blown up, and you have to make them deal with the Underminer. Well, that now restricts you very much. And Frozone, like, 1v9's the Underminer as well as 1v9's the fucking boat at the end. And he also destroys the supers while they were trying to kidnap the kids. Frozone did a lot in that movie, and I feel like they were just like, Frozone, you know, whatever, he'll do it. It's like, and I don't know. It was just, it was well written, but I feel like I didn't enjoy it as much as I did the first one. There's so much hype build up to it too, with the amount of I don't like watching movie trailers. I didn't watch the trailer, but of course there were so many ads for it because The Incredibles was out 14 years ago, you know, before The Incredibles 2. And I hope to God they don't make an Incredibles 3 because you just start going down the shitter in the franchise, you know. And I feel like also too, you know, I love the, you know, Mr. Incredible using his strength. That's a really macho man thing. Whereas it's definitely harder for me to connect to Elastigirl's story in the second one, where it's, you know, she has to use, you know, her elasticity to her advantages because she doesn't have the super strength. And there's still 100 other things I could talk about the Incredibles. I could literally I could literally get completely copyright strike on on YouTube. I just basically uploading the entire movie and then just hitting pause and being like, I fucking love the scene. That's so great, blah 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 blah, and just saying exactly what I said right here for the past, you know, hour. But but if you want, go watch what's his name? Cinema Wins. Oh my God! Go watch his Incredibles. Everything great about the Incredibles, because it is great. And then also watch his Knives Out. Also amazing. It basically points out everything, and I'm like, oh my God! In the movie, it does that. Same with Baby Driver 2, and I love. That's probably one of my favorite channels when he does a movie that I absolutely love, because I'm just like, yes, that's great, you know. Or, and let me just fail this jump here. All right, there we go. But he does such a great job pointing out all the things that I love in that movie, just in what is essentially a single video. If you haven't watched it already, I would definitely recommend it, because that's basically cliff notes of everything that I've said for the past bit. I still have no idea what this jump amount is, by the way. It's so picky. Alright, cool. Oh, that's how you can use that one. Okay, cool. I think that one's really picky too because of the roof. But oof. But yeah, I love that movie. That's one of the greatest movies I've ever watched. The storytelling is so great. It's so great. Brad Bird really outdid himself on that movie. I finally made the jump, and I'm gonna fuck up this one. Get ready. I told you. I told you. Is there a full jump here? No, there is no full jump opportunity. It's not possible. I would appreciate it, but there is not. But yeah, no, that I'm still like hyped up about that movie. I want to watch The Incredibles now. I can probably say the entire plot just from memory. The amount of times I've watched it. Why'd you have to do that, Michael? There's a little thing there that you can read. I normally skip it. Town Hall Board of Notice. This town, which is clearly abandoned and which no one lives in, is henceforth irrevocably, eternally, foreverly, uncannily and uncannily claimed and right previous owners abandoned it as the sole property of merchant Matilda's Dreeg. In addition, I shall remain this insurance sector of commerce, so hereby be known as Bargainburg. Contact unintelligible. Thank you for your cooperation. Is that it? I think so. I don't see why they would put anything else. I love those little Easter eggs. Very well done. Oh. Oh yeah. Not too much. Oh yeah, there's the save, baby. There's the save. Oh, just barely. Oh, too far. Oh yeah, I'm liking that save. Now I can hit it. Oh, and again. Alright, well, looks like I'm gonna get to use it again. Oh yeah, baby. Now is that a solid back? Okay, it is. Cool. I'm scared. Full jump. Okay. How do I make that one? Oh, like that. Oh god, do I have to... Oh, do I have to walk off? Or no, I have to go back and then light jump. Oh my god, that reset. Also, I just barely hit those ones. Thank god. I do know a path though. I am happy about that. I was just about to get out of Bargainburg. Oh, I really undershot that? Ooh. Don't worry, I'll fuck up that left block jump there. I told you, I fucking told you. Back down to the drain, baby. But, yeah, I mean, this game's actually pretty fun. Yeah, it's very simple, very, very anger-inducing. Especially when you mess up the intro and then get to talk about The Incredibles for way too long. And you forget your memory a ton because it's definitely 9 a.m. on a Saturday and definitely not 12 a.m. on a Friday night, now a Saturday morning. Let me make sure I have the, I still need to do an hour and a half? Fuck. Oh god, I'm actually gonna be having no rest for tomorrow. That's fine. I'll just get angry. But, it's a very simple game. And once you learn the patterns, it's really up to, it's not the game's fault that you lost, it's your own, it's the player's abilities that is the reason that you lost, you know? Like that right there. I know how much I have to jump there when I over jump. See? Because it's this amount of jump. See? And it's this amount of jump. And then it's a full jump. And it's this amount of jump. And it's a full jump. And it's this amount of jump. And it's a full jump. And it's a full jump. And it's this amount of jump. It's that amount of jump. But a little bit less. Any other great movies? Now that I'm talking about movies, I really want to talk about. Baby Driver? Oh, I could I could go on about Baby Driver for probably quite a bit too. The music's great. I love Edgar Wright's movies. He always has a bit of creativity. This one's a driving movie. Oh my god. I was originally hesitant about how good the movie would be, but there's so many great lines and a lot of great actors. Jamie Foxx, John Hamm, and what's his face? The guy that allegedly diddled kids, Kevin Spacey. Which the charges were dropped, by the way. I don't think he was actually ever charged. He could have diddled kids, but he was never incriminated for it. His career could be next to over because of it. Which is kind of the shitty part is you can get accused of sexual assault and it cannot even be true, and you can be completely cleared of it and never charged, and it'll just be like, well, here goes your career because you might have committed sexual assault. You weren't incriminated, you might have done it, you know? It's like somebody who's fucking maybe committed a murder and then gonna do it. You know, like, okay, well, you maybe did it, so, or like, you know, he maybe did it, but there was never enough evidence of whether or not he did, so let's just not worry about it, you know? Let's just not, there's not enough evidence to incriminate him, so we cannot unequivocally say that he did it. But he still did an amazing job in that movie. He has a ton of great lines, a great character. Edgar Wright wrote him very well. There's like a lot of great uses of music in that movie, and with it all being in sync and everything, and Baby's obsession with music and everything too, as well as driving and, you know. But you know, I like Baby Driver. It's a great movie. I very much enjoyed it. What else is on here? I think the ones that are like actually like, you know, can almost be parallel with oh my god, that can be parallel with The Incredibles, and now that I'm thinking about it, it's Quiet Place Part 2, which I guess is somewhat new by the time people might have watched it. The first one was pretty good. The second one, for the first time, I might actually say a sequel might be better than the first one. Yeah, oh my god, dude. John Krasinski, he should not make a third one. There's no reason to make a third one. Just Just don't do it. Don't do it. Doesn't need to be done. He wrote it out very well. Because here's what's gonna happen in the third movie. Is that the spoilers, by the way, for the second movie. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds. Leave now because I'm about to talk about it. All right? There's your fair warning. At the end of the second movie, they kill the monster that's in the warehouse, and they kill the monster that's on the island. At that point, Cillian Murphy, whatever the character's name, and the girl, I don't remember the character's name. They barely tell them, but they will then go back to the island, make sure everyone's safe, then go back to the warehouse, grab all the shit that they want, and just move to the island and then live there forever. The only possible, that's the most logical outcome of that, and they know the way to get back. They know how to get there. And they paddle across with a boat, so they can paddle back with a boat, you know. And I guess that's one thing that confuses me, actually. Now that I think about it, how did that monster get across? Because if you watched it, right, Cillian Murphy, which is the bearded dude, I'm just gonna call him Guy. I'm gonna call him Guy. Guy and girl paddled across in like a paddle boat, right? But the monster got on the island with like a professional like boat, like a boating boat, not like a rowboat. And it confused me as to right now as to how it got on there, because there's no way it could have, I guess, drifted off onto that island, but nobody took that boat, so it would have had to have drifted off onto that island, which I guess is possible because maybe if you pay very close attention to detail, you could see that the boat was I nearly killed myself. That the boat maybe let go of the dock, but I don't know. I don't know how that boat got there with the monster onto the island. Which, also, actually, I guess I don't need to ask. I can do the fucking Google search. In that movie, was the black dude on the island, was that the same dude from the Thor? Where he's the, I don't remember shit about Thor, but he's basically the dude with the stick that lets people in and out of the island. Is he that dude? No, that's a different dude. Oh, he was the dude with the crazy eyes. That's what I'm thinking of. He wasn't the Marvel franchise, but he's the dude with the crazy eyes who wants the ball from Star-Lord. Guardians of the Galaxy cast. Yeah, he plays Korat. Who is the dude in Thor? Who is that actor? Was it Heimdall? Oh, that was Idris Elba. Ah. Fuck, I am so racist. I don't know. I guess I haven't watched Thor since 2011 though, so I recognize the face. I didn't know where. It's definitely, he played a very odd character in Quiet Place. I kind of like this character. Although he gets fucking destroyed. Holy shit. All right. Is there anything else I want to talk about the movie right away? I guess I already gave the spoilers, so okay, I can talk about it for the rest of the episode. What else? And that movie was great. Oh my god, I'm thinking about the first movie where Emily Blunt has her kid. Holy fuck, that's so smart. So smart making her pregnant, honestly. Because in the second movie, she can't even carry the baby. The bear trap scene, oh my god. The bear trap scene where the boy steps in the fucking bear trap and he screams at the top of his lung even though he knows he's not supposed to because he stepped in a fucking bear trap. And it's just like it's so genuine and it feels like if you watched Moist Critical's Moist Meter on A Quiet Place Part 2, he says exactly what I'm gonna say. Where the kid steps in a bear trap and you're like, that seems like a genuine reaction, like the kid actually stepped in a bear trap for the fucking movie, you know? That's how you do that jump, by the way, perfect. Do I have to go? I think I will go across. And then do that. Yeah, I definitely like that one a lot more. Also, fuck that bird. Holy shit, I'm not getting that. I'll get that on my second run. But, that bear trap scene is so fucking good. Especially because you keep switching between the family and Cillian Murphy holding the fucking rifle. What was his character's name? I don't know. I'm just gonna say Cillian Murphy because I know the actor's name, but I don't remember the character's name at all. Can I? There we go. You can just full jump it. Nice. Can't full jump that one, right? Just full jump and then full jump. And then sort of nearly full jump. I wonder if you can. There we go. I think this one's a full jump from here. Yeah. Like, oh my god, Cillian Murphy's character is so good there. It was so good. You know, just grabbing them and like, holy fuck, who is this guy? And then, but he's willing to protect them. And then he reveals who he is. And the prologue. Oh my god, the prologue too. I fucking love movies with prologues. Holy shit. I'm realizing that now. I love movies with prologues. But the prologue sets him up to be like, he's kind of this. He might be an asshole, you know. But he's also still like a family friend. And then I don't know where I was going with it. Oh, the prologue. It ends, and the bus scene in the prologue too. Oh my god, where they're driving through the town and then shit starts hitting the fucking fan, and 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 oh, the scene that I also love is the girl is deaf, and oh my fucking god, it's a great idea to place a deaf character in a movie that every fucking thing is about sound. Everything in that movie is about sound, and it's very very rarely in sight or anything else. It's don't make a fucking noise or you're in trouble. And the scene where um where shit's starting to hit the fan, and John Krasinski he's turning the key trying to get the fucking truck to start, and goes like, what's going on, what's happening, because she can't hear anything and hear the people screaming, and she's facing forward away from the action, and then they end up, I don't remember if that's before or after they get out of the car, but they end up getting out of the car and she starts, running to see, can I help these people? What's happening? John, and you think they're gonna go with her. You think you're gonna go, okay, we're gonna go help these people. I'm gonna see what's happening with her. And John Krasinski's character just steals her and just chucks her in the car and says, no, we have to get to safety. We cannot help these people. We cannot help these people. We're up shit's creek. And then you flip around between them and Emily Blunt and the boy and even the younger baby, the like the baby, the boy that can't speak in the back seat, because he's a I think he's a toddler. I think that's how they wrote the character. I don't remember if he's just a young kid and they somewhat missed the cast on that, but it almost seemed like she what am I even fucking saying? I don't know what I'm saying. I completely lost my train of thought, but they're in that car, and they're like, okay, so things are going a little whack, and then just out of nowhere, just slam monsters in, and you're just you're driving and you're trying to get away from it. There's trucks flipping and everything, and she's driving. It's like, oh fuck, and then the kid in the passenger, she's like, there's dad, and she's turning around. She's like, oh fuck, do I go get him? And she continues driving. And then he's like, mom, and then the bus, and then she's like, oh fuck, and then starts putting the bus in reverse, and the monster's coming out of the car, out of the bus, and attacking in the car, and it's great. And then they end up having that the prologue finishes, and it cuts, it like quick fades to black, and then you see the title screen, A Quiet Place Part 2, and it's like dust, and it's this great dust animation. It's very well done. The animation is, whoever did it, I fucking love it. The animation is very well done, and it's perfectly in sync with this violent tear. This violent tear that deafens the theater. It announces that this is a movie you don't fuck with. After having this amazing prologue, like, holy shit, what the fuck did John Krasinski do? And I just full jumped there and basically full reset myself. And this, oh my fucking god, that was one of the worst. But oh my god, what a great scene that is! Holy shit! Whatever happened? I'm gonna mute it so I don't get fucked for copyright. But whatever happened in the scene where she's in the train, and you're like, she somehow gets out of the please don't autoplay right away. Oh, it's at the credits, I see. And those, oh my god, those fucking credits, right? The scene where she's in the train. How the hell did she get out of that? I think she wanted to kill the monster. She wanted to shoot it with a shotgun after hitting it with the frequency feedback from the speaker. Oh, it was Cillian Murphy. Snipes it, right. He snipes it after watching the girl fucking shoot it in when she entered the warehouse area, the industrial area. Like, after they hit the bottles and the bear trap and everything, he sees her kill the monster. He's like, oh fuck, okay. It's killable when it's going crazy, and he understands that. And then he uses that. Okay, I forgot about that part of the movie, but that's how he reconnects with her. But so many good scenes in that movie, just like the first. But I feel like John Krasinski learned what he did in the first one, and he applied it. And oh my god, did he fucking apply it? I guess I was supposed to full jump there and I didn't. Oh my god. All the way back down. I guess I can, I already have an open on Prime Video here, so might as well, when I had it open, I can take a peek at that scene that I was talking about with the boat. Like, how the hell did they, how the hell did the boat get across the river? Or across that stretch of water? without, did it just start drifting? I don't know how else it would, cause, yeah, it was the morning after. It was the morning after they arrived at the island. And the monsters were going crazy on the boat in the water. Yeah, and then Kelly Murphy gets picked up by the girl in the boat, and then oh, the boat just keeps drifting. Yeah, it just keeps drifting. Oh, that's fucking clever. That's so clever. That's so clever. I kind of didn't like the scene. That's it's almost too it almost works too well. You're like, okay, you know, the scene where he pulls the fucking it's just after that part where he pulls the fucking hearing aid out of his fucking mouth. It's like just one of the like, okay, how the fuck did he do that, you know? But yeah, no, I really like that movie. It's very well done. What am I trying to say here? The scene with the bottles, right before the boat scene, and then the scene at the other island. But the bottles, oh my god, the little girl, and then she puts the bottles around his neck. And of course he can't fucking move because fucking bottles around his neck, and if he does, all the monsters want to know him. And then he uses his prison, basically, his you know, his restraints to his advantage. It's very well done. Very well done. I think John Krasinski did very well that on that movie, and the guy who did sound design was great. And oh my god, dude, I gotta start giving more credit to music. Holy shit! Like the guy who did the music for all of Damien Chazelle's movies. I'm pretty sure it's Justin Hurwitz is the composer who did the music for Whiplash, La La Land, and First Man. All the Damien Chazelle movies. It's, oh my god, great. And Michael Giacchino, who did The Incredibles, which I freaking love. And then I'm blanking on the name of the composer for The Quiet Place Part 2. Marco Beltrami. He did something else that I was looking at earlier. I think he did something big. Something big. Yeah, iRobot, that's not, I don't think that was the one I was looking for. Live Free or Die Hard, maybe. Knowing? That was one that I enjoyed. Knowing, and The Hurt Locker too. Repo Man. Huh. I thought, yeah, I was thinking the 1984 movie Repo Man. Not Repo Man. He did, I think, all the Scream movies. Yeah, Scream 3, Scream 2, Scream, yeah. He did all of those. World War Z, Good Day to Die Hard. He did a lot of the later Die Hards. But he also did the first Quiet Place too, which I loved. But yeah, no, that guy and Marco Beltrami and um, um, film series. Howard Shore. Howard Shore, and there's another guy I'm thinking of. Howard Shore did so fucking much. Holy shit. Holy crap. He did. Wow, he did a lot of. He did The Last Mimsy? Are you serious? What the fuck? He had Lord of the Rings. He had Panic Room. The movie that I'm thinking of that was okay. Maybe. But he did Seven as well. The one that's fucking stupidly written. Howard Shore, Hans Zimmer, who did a lot of the Batman movies. The Dark Knight. But he also did. He did The Iron Giant, which was directed by Brad Bird, which is great. He was an actor in that, not as a composer, sorry. He might compose for that. Hold up. 1999. No, he didn't. But Hans Zimmer did, he was composer for Rain Man? Maybe not. He did, in the ones that I love in his career were The Lion King, who else? There were more. There were definitely more. Black Hawk Down, he did, which I don't know was overly necessary of him. It wasn't an amazing one for him. He did a lot of other movies. He did the Sherlock Holmes movie, the one with Robert Downey Jr. And what's his face? But yeah, the Tale of and a Game of Shadows. Sorry. He did Inception. He did a lot of Christopher Nolan movies too. Did some Transformers movies. He's done a little bit of everything. Holy crap! He did Interstellar. He did Inferno with Tom Hanks. That was the sequel to the sequel of the Da Vinci Code. He did Dunkirk. I've heard Blade Runner 2049 was good, but I never watched the original, so I didn't really want to watch that one. But yeah, Hans Zimmer is great. Him and who is the composer who did like fucking half of everything. He did John Williams. Fucking John Williams has done so many things. He composed for Star Wars, Jaws, Close Encounters, The Third Kind, Superman, E.T., Home Alone, Indiana Jones, Jurassic Park, Schindler's List, and the first 3 Harry Potters. And I think he was also might have been influential. He was definitely influential on the later Harry Potter films with his with what he had done earlier. But oh my god, all of those great composers that just did an amazing job at just there's sometimes I'll even miss it, but it feels perfect when you pay attention to it. The music choice feels perfect. Like Justin Hurwitz's work on Whiplash, La La Land, and First Man are so good. He made such good music that he could fit into almost anything. He could fit in jazz. He could fit in like suspenseful music that would be used in First Man. He could fit in love music for La La Land and dancing music, and that's crazy. And oh my god, especially like the great ones. Another Day of Sun is perfectly blissful and full of ecstasy. It's just that it's a happy song the entire time, and you're like, yeah, this is great. And then of course the happy song is then directly cut with, you know, oh, you're in real life, you know. But then him and the music that he chose for Miles Teller to use for Andrew Neiman in Whiplash too is great. Whiplash is a great song along with Caravan, and his solos were great too. And it's especially his original score too for La La Land is amazing. Another Day of Sun, and then it has also what else? He has great like piano solos for Ryan Gosling to play. I was supposed to full jump there and I was scared too, I don't know why. But he has amazing piano solos for him to play, as well as amazing duos with Emma Stone that just do it perfectly. And these recurring themes that keep coming up, not plot themes, but music themes that you hear over and over and over again, like the chords that, you know, remind you of a certain feeling. And I don't know, it's just done very well, especially with the on top of Damien Chazelle's writing them too. I feel like Damien Chazelle's writing would be nothing without the composure from, like, if you watch all of Damien Chazelle's movies with no music, it would just none of the scenes would make sense. You know, it'd be people tap dancing, you know, and dancing on a parking lot in Los Angeles is What a Waste of a Lovely Night. You know, without that song, it's just Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling dancing. But Damien Chazelle loves, you know, creating things to a beat. The First Man, when they're in the I'm forgetting the name of the spaceship, but they're approaching the moon. It's going really slow. He chooses to put a waltz, and somebody who I was watching with was like pointed out. He's like, "That's a fucking waltz." that's such a great choice too. Like he noticed it, and I missed it. I was like, "Holy shit, that's such a good choice." But yeah, no. And Hans Zimmer's work in Dunkirk, holy shit. There's almost no point in Dunkirk where you actually legitimately feel safe. You know, you can get a break, but there's no point where you feel safe, because with the sound of the Luftwaffe's planes, whatever effect it actually is that make the planes sound like a trumpet, is a great sound, along with the composure from Hans Zimmer. Too, on top of that, it's just great. It's just absolutely great. You know? And yeah, I want to watch so many movies now. Holy shit. Yeah, those are ones I would definitely recommend. Go watch Dunkirk, Interstellar, A First Man, um, Incredibles, Baby Driver. Um, what else? What other one was that? Quiet Place Part 2. I was going crazy about. You might like Ratatouille. You might like it more than I did. I was okay with it. But oh, look at us. 2 hours and 10 minutes on the bottom of the dream. Let's go, dude. But yeah, so many, and any other ones that I was talking about earlier that I was going crazy over. Go watch all of Damien Chazelle movies. Hell, all of Edgar Wright's movies too, if you can. He's a great writer. Shaun of the Dead is amazingly written, along with what's the other one that I watched the other day? Edgar Wright movies. Hot Fuzz. It's also very fun. World's End and Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Oh my god, dude! Scott Pilgrim vs. the World is it's a nerd's wet dream. It's a nerd who loves movies wet dream. It's got so many references. It's beautifully just interwoven with okay, we're back down in the woods. Let's go, baby. Holy shit, this is not a good ending. Oh my fucking god, do not show me that bottom screen. I swear to god, Michael will mauled if you do it. But yeah, so many great movies I just listed off there. You could have an entire day. That's the thing, as I love all those movies, I don't give a fuck about Star Wars. I couldn't give a single fucking rat's ass about Star Wars or Marvel movies. I feel like they're sloppily put together. I don't know, they're fucking long and boring. Maybe I watched them when I was a stupid kid with no fucking, you know, attention span. Or maybe I'm just still a stupid kid who has no attention span, but I feel like I don't give a fuck about half of everything that's happening in those movies. But I love Indiana Jones movies. Except for Crystal Skull, but it's not that hard to hate Crystal Skull. Yeah, go watch the Indiana Jones movies. Go watch the Star Wars movies too. Get your own opinion on them. I personally, I think they're too long. You don't have any content you care about, you know. But amazing composure in them at least. They're amazingly composed. That's one nice thing about them. Yeah, go watch all those movies I just listed off if you haven't already. If you have, go watch the one that you like the most out of them. Why not? You know? I also realize that's a fucking way to choose that one area now. That those 3 blocks on top. You just full send each one. As long as you make that one, then you just full send that. Full send that. Then just tap that, and then full send that. Go pretty much there. Oh, fucking idiot. But yeah, all those movies are great pieces of art that I love. Dude, I couldn't give a fucking shit about fucking visual art, but I love a good movie. I love a good movie over a book any fucking day of the week. Holy shit. Oh my god, dude. There's so many good movies. Oh, if you haven't, go watch Mr. Brooks too. That one's very well shot. Or not well shot. Very well done. Mr. Brooks. I typed Mr. Brooks. Uh, it's a it's about a serial killer. It's about a serial killer, and he has a great alter ego. Go watch it now. Come back. Trust me, I'll say nothing valuable in the next 45 minutes that will be better than that movie. Okay? So go watch it now if you haven't already. And come back and continue if you want. Or just go watch it and never come back and watch the end of the episode, or watch any of my other episodes. Who cares? But I'm going to talk about it now. Fair warning. I guess I didn't give fair warning on a couple of other ones, but most of the other ones I was talking about were quite old. So, but his alter ego. Oh my god, I love the way it's written. I want to rewatch that movie alone because I watched it with someone else who fucking talked. Also, if you talk during movies, you deserve to have like testicular torture. I don't know, like it's. I especially when it's a fucking good movie that I actually want to hear what's happening and give a fuck about the movie without hearing your stupid fucking opinion. Holy shit. Like, there's some people that I can watch with that'll just actually shut up during a movie, and it's like, holy shit, I'm gonna watch 9 movies with you, and they're like, I didn't say a goddamn thing, and I'm like, perfect. You shouldn't. Talk about the movie after the movie, not during the stupid movie. But, yeah, his alter ego just has a ton of great lines, and it's his, like, serial killer alter ego, and the idea to represent him as a physical person is not new, but it works so well for that movie. Instead of him getting these like cravings, you actually see the devil on his shoulder, you know? You actually see the thing that makes him actually want to kill and to actually do it. But he still has a family that he cares and loves for, and you get sort of Deus Ex Machina at the end. Is the crazy part where it's like where he gets stabbed, but it's all like, I didn't actually get stabbed, you freaking dummy. This was all a dream. My daughter wouldn't actually kill me. It's kind of, I don't like that was written, but it's kind of always nice to get Deus Ex Machina every once in a while. Where I'm like, alright, what the fuck is this? What are you doing? Why do you do that? You know, why was that written there? There's no reason for that to be written. It was all a dream, you know. This is actually probably one of the most talkative fucking episodes I've ever done. Talking about movies and shit, dude. Any other ones on here? Monuments Men. Oh, that's a fun movie. That's a very fun movie. George Clooney, Matt Damon, Bill Murray. There's so many great names in that movie. There's another one that I'm blanking on. There's 2 more that I'm blanking on. Kate Blanchett, she plays a French girl, which you couldn't predict. John Goodman as well. Bob Balaban. I've seen him before. I don't know if I've seen him in, but I think it was Close Encounters of the Third Kind. But yeah, like, oh my god, that movie is so fun. Spoilers, it came out in 2014. I mean, it's 7 years old. If you haven't watched it by now, you probably have. You probably won't for at least a bit. But it's a fun movie. It got a 30% on Rotten Tomatoes because it was a fun movie. It was directed by George Clooney, and it made its money back. And it's not the greatest movie. I'll be honest, but it's a fun movie. It's not amazingly written. It's not amazingly shot, but the music in that is it's actually great music too. which is great, and it's adopted from a book too, which is pretty cool. Alexandre Desplat, who I actually recognize his name. The fuck did he do? I recognize him not from this movie. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1? I guess he did yeah. He's also, I believe, done French movies too. Yeah, I mean, his name's obviously French. This did the Imitation Game. Very, very good movie. I would watch that one too. But all of those, oh god, it's 12:46. His choice of music is great in there, and that's very well done. And I very much enjoyed that movie. It's a fun movie. Go into it expecting basically nothing, and you'll enjoy it. You know, George Clooney, really, the characters are very fun, really well written. Bill Murray plays Bill Murray, and I think he plays George Clooney plays George Clooney. They don't play their actors in every other movie, but it's sort of like you'll never see a combination of those, 6 or 7 actors in a movie all together ever again. It works very well, and they do these pairs of 2 and these ABC storylines, and it's one of the war movies that you don't take seriously and you enjoy. You're not looking for insane insane accuracy and amazing. I fucking threw myself all the way down the drain. And storytelling. You're just looking for, here's a fun movie about these American artists and painters and everything recollecting art that was stolen from France and Italy by the Nazis, and of course, like, none of them are soldiers either. This is a great part of it too. It's a very fun movie. I enjoyed it. What else is on here? Hateful Eight, Tarantino movie. Oh, Hateful Eight, and Pulp Fiction, and what's the other Tarantino movie that I loved that I've actually seen out of his? Was it Tarantino's 9 movies? Pulp Fiction, Inglourious Bastards. I'm pretty sure Pulp Fiction, Inglourious Bastards, Django, and The Hateful Eight are the ones that I've watched. I haven't watched any other of his movies. I know that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is supposed to be coming out. Did that come out in late 2019? It's supposed to be coming out. It came out on July 24th, 2019. God, it feels like it hasn't been very long. That's supposed to be coming out on Netflix, which I would like to watch. I'm guessing it has a long runtime, because it's a Tarantino movie, 2 hours 40 minutes. Yeah, but yeah, I do like some Tarantino movies, that's for sure. I forget that Pulp Fiction is fucking 3 hours. It's one of the longest movies you'll ever watch. And good for it. It's got a lot of great writing. It's got a lot of great actors too. Oh my god, I forgot. Like, are you kidding me with the cast of Pulp Fiction? Fucking Bruce Willis, John Travolta, Samuel L. Jackson, Uma Thurman, Christopher Walken has a nice, like, almost cameo, but he has a pretty nice scene. And then Quentin Tarantino's also in that fucking Jimmy. And the guy who does Marcellus Wallace, Ving Rhames is great. Tim Roth is great in there too. Oh my god, like a lot of quite Steve Buscemi's in there too. Steve Buscemi's in there? The fuck is Steve Buscemi in Pulp Fiction? He was a fucking waiter? Oh, he was the waiter that took the fucking orb? That's Steve Buscemi? Really? Huh. But yeah, Quentin Tarantino movies, I, I, I enjoy. I think they're hard to get into because they are long. They're very long movies, and they have a lot of dialogue. A lot of dialogue to you have to keep up with. You have to keep up with all the characters and all the scenes that are happening. It's a lot packed into a movie, but I think they pay off. I enjoy The Hateful Eight, and holy shit, if you do not like any slurs, do not watch The Hateful Eight. Holy shit. Quentin Tarantino didn't give a fuck when he was writing, and I loved it. And neither did Samuel Jackson. He said, "You're fucking right." You know, these people aren't calling the N-word; they're acting. You know, but there's like it was said like 80 times or something in the movie because Samuel Jackson's a large part in the movie, as he is in like a lot of I guess he was only that in Hateful Eight and Pulp Fiction. He's in Django, but Samuel Jackson's character in Django is great. Just a despicable person that you come to hate. You know, he's a complete suck up, a complete pushover who he acts like he's like a loyal servant to a cocky piece of shit. And who also owns him, you know, doesn't just pay him, he also owns him. But Samuel Jackson plays, what the fuck is the character's name? I blanked. There's so many fucking characters in so many goddamn movies, and I forget all of them. Steven, yeah. Although Christopher Waltz is a great actor. I loved him in Django. The fuck is he in Inglourious Basterds? Oh, he was the Nazi in Inglourious Basterds. I need to watch No Time to Die. I need to watch all of Daniel Craig's Bond movies. Because I loved him in oh my fucking god, how many does he have? Supposed to be Knives Out 2, 2022? Dave Bautista? Alright, well, we'll see how it works. Maybe. I don't know if I like the cast. I like Daniel Craig. I don't know if I like the cast. It could be a shit show. He could make a complete fucking garbage piece of shit. But, yeah, I gotta watch all the Daniel Craig's movies, Bond movies, because I haven't watched any of them, actually. I haven't watched, is there 5? Is Quantum of Solace a Bond movie? Yeah. Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, No Time to Die, Casino Royale, and God, he looks young as fuck. I guess that was 2006. And oh my god, dude, Knives Out, I can go on about Knives Out too. Go watch Cinema Wins Knives Out Part 1 review. Because and you can maybe watch Part 2, but a lot of Part 2 is political shit, and I don't really give a fuck about it. I don't give a fuck about the movie, not the politics behind it. That's subtly written in by Ryan Johnson. But he has an amazing character. I don't want to spoil any of it. I just want to tell you to go watch it, and go watch it now, or I'll spoil this movie too. I swear to God, or you'll probably just fucking finish the episode, or just like skip 10 minutes down and see if I'm still talking about the movie. I always undershoot that one, or overshoot it. But I'm gonna talk about it here. His Selden draw, I absolutely love. I watched the movie with someone. They didn't like the Selden draw. But holy shit, I don't know what it was about it. It's so good that is it Chris Pratt? Is that the name? I forget my famous Chris. No, Chris. Not Chris Evans. Chris Evans. He had a great meta comment written into his character, where he's like, he comments on it twice. He as soon as he talks to Daniel Craig, he makes like that backhanded comment of like, is like KFC CIA or whatever. But it was a great line that commented on his, a great meta line that commented on his selling draw. That was placed into the movie, and Daniel Craig did it. He's British too, and he did an amazing draw. He did. I loved it. I loved it. Even if you didn't like it, you can't deny that it was well done, too. But I just threw that away. You can't deny that it was well done. I loved it, and I guess that movie's great. Anna de Armas is great. A lot of other big names in it too. You got Chris Evans in there. You have Jamie Lee Curtis from the original Halloween movies, and I believe the sequel that came out a couple years ago, that was like Michael Myers in prison and escapes somehow, of course, and slashes and kills, and it's Michael Myers. Which now I'm thinking of the Baby Driver scene when Doc said Michael Myers, and the guy picks up Mike Myers fucking Mike Myers masks from what's it called? I'm blanking on the movie's name. Austin Powers. That's what I'm thinking of. He picks up the Austin Powers mask, and the dialogue in it is just great. Doc said Michael Myers. This is Michael Myers. No, they're killing you from Halloween. Oh, Jason. No. It's just like, we don't have time to fuck around with the masks and everything. But it's just great writing in that overall. But yeah, Jamie in Knives Out, there's Jamie Lee Curtis, Daniel Craig, Anna de Armas is also in it. Is it No Time to Die? The new Bond movie where she looks great in the poster. Her poster and Daniel Craig's poster just look very well. Looked very good. By that I mean Daniel Craig looks like a fucking Chad, and she looks hot as fuck. I'm not even gonna beat around the bush. But that and the guy who played the grandfather looked great, and he did such a good job playing the character too. And who else am I thinking of that I can come up with on this Google search? Christopher Plummer is the name of Harlan Thrombey. Catherine Langford, Don Johnson, Lakeith Stanfield. I was not expecting him in that movie. Ricky Lano. No saying did great as Trooper Weber. Frank Oz is in that movie. Yeah, and Lakeith Stanfield was also in another movie that I watched recently that I very much enjoyed, called Snowden. It just got on Netflix, and it was about it was a real life story based on it was basically like it was basically a biography of Edward Snowden. It was an actual person who a couple of years ago, or 2014. He was a journalist and he's basically a tech guy who leaked a ton of highly classified information from the NSA in 2013. That basically said the government is spying on you through every fucking camera that's attached to the internet. Basically, if you're on the internet, he can see you. He can turn on your device and see you, and that's crazy. And the best part is, you don't know if they ever actually fucking turn that shit off. And you could still be using it and be like, what the fuck are you gonna do about it? What the fuck are you gonna do about it? You gonna stop using the internet and using products? No. You're gonna keep spying on you. Which, it's definitely an invasion of privacy, no doubt. But, I mean, the power behind it is insane, just looking at it, holy shit. But, yeah, he plays, Lakeith Stanfield plays a character that worked with Ed Snowden at, I believe, the NSA. The last place he worked at. But Joseph Gordon-Levitt also hard carried that movie. The rating was pretty good. It was pretty good. But I mean, you're forced to go off of a given script. But Joseph Gordon-Levitt carries the fuck out of that movie. Holy shit! So much emotion in his face. Such great delivery of the lines. You could tell you actually felt like he loved his girlfriend. And every piece of emotion seemed true. His fear, his happiness, his anger, his sadness. You know, Joseph Gordon-Levitt does great in that movie. I loved him in Inception. He shined as a side character, and he shined as a main character in that movie too. That movie's on Netflix. I'd go watch it if I were you. Honestly. There's Snowden. Came out in 2018 on Netflix now. I'm just gonna shelve everything for Netflix. Holy shit. I used to also shelve for Prime. I don't know Apple TV or anything else. What other movies can I talk about? I've just been talking about movies this entire episode. What was the one I wanted to recommend? I just had it on the fucking tip of my tongue. Oh, I was talking about how I was about to talk about how I was shilling for like 2 services, but I guess I can shill for like HBO and Crave. If you enjoy Canadian culture, you can watch Letterkenny. It's got great jargon, great like small town things and everything. It's well written. It's got fights and everything too. It's got a chirping and everything. It's got different personalities. I enjoy it. I think the quality's gone down a bit in the past couple seasons. The first like 2 or 3 seasons were it's like every other episode was really good, and then the other episodes were pretty good to okay, but sometimes bad. But you need to have bad episodes to know when you have good episodes now. So, but yeah, I mean, HBO or not HBO, Letterkenny's on Crave. I was about to talk about HBO because I believe they're owned by the same parent company, or HBO owns Crave, however the fuck it works. But if you do have HBO, you should watch Game of Thrones if you haven't already. Honestly, just watch the first 6 seasons. So you're not disappointed by the end. I don't know why I didn't full jump there. But the first ones have so many great lines and stories and intertwining. It's one of the best soap operas out there because it has sex and dragons in it too. 18 plus, of course, for sure, in most of these movies that I'm listing today, honestly. I got fucking put right back down on the drain. Flushed away again. But yeah, Game of Thrones has so much potential. But of course, when they stopped having George R. R. Martin's amazing writing and tried to do it themselves, it fell off. Because George R. R. Martin takes his time and he won't fuck around. He's like, is that actually good? Can I do something with this? Where I feel like they just slapped it together in a couple years and were like, yeah, fuck it, yeah, push it to live, fucking make it, you know. I thought, I don't know, it looks good on paper. Who gives a fuck what it looks like on that? You know, Daenerys sort of forgot about Euron Greyjoy's fleet. No, that's the stupidest plotline I've ever seen. Bran's character being fucking useless the entire fucking time. Holy shit. It was, oh my god, what a letdown. What a letdown of a fucking show. But it brought a lot of big names forward that have potential in upcoming shows. What else to watch on HBO? Oh, Chernobyl. There's a mini documentary done about the Chernobyl explosion that happened many years before I was born in Pripyat, I believe, if I'm getting my COD 4 knowledge done correctly. But it's very well done. I like the way it was shot, the overarching, you really feel the sense that you start to understand the power of KGB in that show too. You're like, holy shit, you know, this character could just fucking die if he says the wrong thing. Because you just saw that character fucking die because he said the wrong thing, you know. It has a very interesting opening that I was not expecting out of that show. The opening in the first episode is crazy. I loved it. It set such a good tone for the rest of the movie. And there's even some great shots in there, some great slow-mo shots with the reactor and everything. And some some horrific things to watch, but very well done. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I'd watch it. Anything else on this list? Well, I still have 15 more minutes, and I say that as I've gotten, you know, realistically, I've gotten net displacement fucking 0, dude. You know, I started here and we've done 2 hours and 45 minutes. I haven't gotten farther up, you know? I guess it only matters at the end, right? At least I know the path, though. I know roughly the amount to put into that, but that one's so hard because I'm so scared to underdo it. Because when you do, you just go so far back. What else do I have here? Shawshank Redemption is a classic. It's a classic movie. It's got Morgan Freeman in that too. Speaking of Freeman, you should watch the BBC's the network. Keep your mind out of the gutter. But whose mind is in the gutter? My mind. Because I'm fucking bad at the game. But now that I'm thinking of Freeman, I'm thinking of Martin Freeman and his role of Watson in the BBC Sherlock Holmes. That's on Netflix. That's done very well, and it's with Bender Cucumber, Benedict Cumbersnatch. Benedict Cumberbatch Cumbersnatch. But yeah, I enjoyed their that show quite a bit. It's pretty fun. It's fun to watch. And also watch The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings if you haven't. There's no way you're fucking watching me play Jump King when you haven't watched Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit. They're definitely two very different movies. They have overlapping characters and themes, but they're two very different sets of movies. It was kind of weird making The Hobbit into three movies. You could maybe get away with two. A lot of people were saying. Although I feel like the extended edition actually makes the movies better. I mean, I love the content. I read The Hobbit at a very young age, so I enjoyed it, and it's a great read to your kids. I had it read to me when I was at a young age. Sorry, is what I meant. And oh my god, it's a great read for a kid at a young age, or not at a young age, but like 9 or 10, you know. Especially if you want to read them a story before bed, and you know, Three Billy Goats Gruff is not working, you know. Which is the best children's story ever, by the way. Three Billy Goats Gruff. Really, nothing compares. Yeah, it's probably, of the tales that are dark and grim, the Three Billy Goats Gruff is. That's not I guess it's not a tale dark and grim, but it probably has influence. It's a fun story though. But I don't know why I did that. Martin Freeman does Bilbo. He's very fun in that movie. I love his scenes with Gollum and Smeagol. It's done well. Although a lot of people were like, not very good. I was not at the edge. That's gonna make me cry. That's gonna make me cry even more. Holy shit. But yeah, all 6 of those movies? I mean, it's basically, if you were to watch The Hobbit and then Lord of the Rings, back to back, you're basically spending like 36 hours. That's a rough amount of time, you know. But yeah, they're all good in my opinion. What else do I have on here? Oh, Back to the Futures are classics. There's some classic literature for yourself. You know, it's not a book, but Back to the Future is classic. Oh, the theme is great too. Da, 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 da. Great theme, very well composed. What else do I have on here? Warriors, just for the scene, so that when I make the fucking comment, at some point on one of these fucking podcasts, when I make the fucking reference, you can actually understand it. It's a really old movie, about this gang, and I say gang, and it's not really, it's a bunch of hooligans, about this gang who's accused for killing the leader of all gangs, and basically they end up they're called the Warriors, and they end up on the run. But there's a great scene near the end where there's this dude, and he has little beer bottles on his fingers, and you hear him. They do a nice J-cut, I believe it's called. Basically, the sound is there before the video. I believe that's a J-cut. It's either that or an L-cut. I forget which one's which. But they do a nice cut where you can hear the bottles, and he has 3 pop bottles, not bottles, like beer bottles on his fingers, and he's going click 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 click, and he's saying, "Warriors, come out to play," and it's weird, but it's great. I absolutely love it. And oh shit, I actually remember that. So I had to go all the way back down in the journey. But it's a great movie. It's old as fuck. It's definitely older than me. It's 1979. Holy shit! For reference, I was born in 2001. What the fuck? I don't even recognize any of these characters, but you can even watch the clip on movie clips on YouTube. Warriors come out to play the Warriors 7 out of 8. But it's kind of a weird movie. What else do we have here? Oh, the Ocean's movies. I tend to enjoy the Ocean's movies. I thought 12 was honestly the worst one of all of them. Honestly. Out of all of them, of course it's the sequel that sucks. I think it's just that the writing was not up to par compared to the rest. But yeah, Oceans 11, 13, and 8 I all enjoy. 8's a little bit it's between, if I were to keep 11 and 13 on the same quality of writing level, if I were to say they're both 10s, then which they're not, they're probably about 8s. I guess I give them about an 8 and 10. Maybe even a 9. I'll give it an 8.5. I'd say 12 I wasn't the biggest fan of, so probably like a 6 maybe, and then I haven't watched Ocean's 8 in a while, but I think it was about a 7. It was about in the middle. So George Clooney, Matt Damon, Brad Pitt, a bunch of big names, but all quite fun movies, quite enjoyable to watch. And then Brad Pitt completely transforms his character in Fury, which is a okayly written movie about a tank crew, an American tank crew in World War II. But it was, it sort of just transforms itself. I didn't like him in 7 too. He did a pretty good job in 7 with Morgan Freeman. But that and Catch Me If You Can with Tom Hanks and Leonardo DiCaprio. It was mostly Matt Damon. I knew it was Matt Damon. Now I'm thinking of Matt Damon. I'm thinking of The Martian. You should watch The Martian if you haven't. Great movie. And Gravity. So many great space movies. Wow, that was a hard reset. Holy shit. Oh, I can't wait till I get to do this like set of jumps 9 million times tomorrow too. It'll be so much fun. I'm about to come up on 3 hours here at 1:30 in the fucking morning. But yeah, I mean, I literally gave you a fucking month's worth of movies to watch. Just from this episode alone. My number 1 draft pick is definitely The Incredibles. Fuck, I spent a full hour talking about fucking Incredibles. Is it even on this list? It's basically just a given for me here. Can I search? I guess I can look very closely as to whether or not it's on here. Yeah, that too, and a Sherlock Holmes movie with Robert Downey Jr. Is incredible. Now that I'm talking about The Incredibles, and the Die Hard movies. The first one's great. It's got Alan Rickman, rest in peace, who did Severus Snape in the Harry Potter movies. Which, oh my god, he was a fucking amazing actor. Oh, and yeah, Alan Rickman does a great job playing a German bad guy. What else do I have here? Bad Times at the El Royale. That one was an interesting movie. I was not expecting such a weird movie to come out of that. You know? I was not expecting, what's his face from 21 Jump Street? Channing Tatum. I was not expecting Channing Tatum to be in that movie, but it did have some great names. I'd say it's pretty well done. It had Chris. Wait, was it Chris? No, it was Chris Hemsworth, not fucking Channing Tatum. Freaking idiot. But it had Jeff Bridges and John Hamm. Oh my god, I fucking love me a good John Hamm movie. Oh, there's so many good ones. The Town, Tag, Baby Driver. Oh. Bad Times at El Royale. He was in a Black Mirror episode. What Black Mirror episode was he in? I don't know if I've... White Christmas. That's the weird, like, egg one, right? I think he had, like, a minor part in it. I don't remember. I don't remember that episode. Maybe I'll watch it. I don't know, I feel like John Hamm is a great addition as a supporting actor. He always does. I love. I don't know why, but I like his commercials for Skip the Dishes. There's something about him that I find hilarious because they're just simple. It's John Hamm. I don't know. He was in Curb Your Enthusiasm too, where he's trying to play Larry David for a movie. So he's following him around and throughout that episode. It was a pretty good impression of him throughout most of it too. But I wasn't supposed to full jump that. No. I had a feeling that would happen. Fucking idiot. Well, I've actually gone net negative at the end of this episode. Yeah, go watch all of those movies that I just said there, and yeah, any other ones here to list off? Inception, Good Will Hunting, and Groundhog Day. I'll leave you on those three. Inception, great Christopher Nolan movie. I'm so fucking tired. I didn't even notice what the other one was. I remember Groundhog Day. I don't remember what the other one that I saw was. Good Will Hunting. Yeah, classic with Matt Damon. It's the movie that made Matt Damon. This is loud. Yeah, Groundhog Day is also a classic Bill Murray movie. That's a classic. I watch it every Groundhog Day. It's great. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. 3 hours of talking about movies. I could talk about movies for another 3 hours tomorrow, and I honestly might. I love talking about movies. They're great. I love spoiling old movies. Yeah. Snape killed Dumbledore. This was Michael, guys. Take care. Have a great night. Have a great day. Have a great week. I'll see you in 7.5 hours. See you guys later.